Have you ever noticed that Australians seem unbelievably relaxed about things that would make many Americans nervous? An American arrives in Australia expecting people to be worried about long distances, dangerous wildlife, changing weather, and life far away from everything. Instead, they find people smiling, laughing, and carrying on as if nothing is unusual. It feels almost impossible to understand. How can an entire country stay so easygoing when life looks so different? The answer isn't what most people think. It's not luck, and it's not because Australians have fewer problems. It's because they have developed a mindset that surprises almost everyone who visits. Today, we're exploring 7 reasons Australians are so easygoing that many Americans simply cannot understand. Stay until the end because the final reason explains almost everything, and it's something millions of Australians never even think about. If you're Australian, tell us if these feel completely normal. If you're American, let us know which one surprises you the most. Number 7. Australians don't treat every inconvenience like a crisis. Imagine your internet goes down for a few hours. Your barbecue gets interrupted by unexpected rain. Your favorite cafe is closed. For many people, these moments become frustrating. In Australia, the reaction is often completely different. You'll hear people say, "No worries, she'll be right," or "we'll sort it out." These aren't just phrases, they reflect a way of thinking. Australians grow up understanding that not everything will go according to plan, and that's okay. Instead of wasting energy stressing about things they can't control, they focus on finding a solution and moving on. Visitors from America often notice this immediately. They expect panic or complaints, but instead they see calm conversations and practical decisions. That relaxed attitude spreads from one person to another, making everyday life feel less stressful. Of course, Australians care about serious issues, but they usually save their energy for problems that truly matter. The small stuff rarely ruins their day. That simple habit creates an atmosphere that feels surprisingly peaceful. Now here's something even more surprising. Number 6. Australians are comfortable with wide open spaces. Many Americans are amazed by just how much empty land Australia has. Driving for hours without passing a major town sounds intimidating to many visitors, but Australians think of it as completely normal. Families regularly travel long distances for holidays, work, or visiting relatives. They prepare properly, fill the fuel tank, bring water, and enjoy the journey. They don't constantly worry about being far from a city because they've learned to plan ahead instead of fearing the distance. That confidence changes the way they experience travel. Rather than seeing isolation as something scary, they often see it as peaceful, beautiful, and freeing. Endless roads, huge skies, and quiet landscapes become part of everyday life. For someone visiting from overseas, it can feel unbelievable that people remain so relaxed while driving through hundreds of kilometers of open countryside. Australians simply see it as another day on the road, but that's only the beginning. Number 5. Australians spend more time outdoors than many people expect. Walk through parks, beaches, walking trails, or local sports grounds, and you'll quickly notice people enjoying the outdoors without making it feel like a special event. Morning walks, afternoon swims, weekend barbecues, surfing, cycling, hiking, or simply sitting outside with friends become regular parts of life. This connection with nature helps reduce stress without many people even realizing it. Instead of staying indoors whenever they have free time, Australians often head outside. Fresh air, sunshine, and open spaces naturally encourage a slower pace of life. Americans visiting Australia often notice how comfortable people seem spending hours outdoors. It isn't about expensive activities, it's about enjoying simple moments. That habit helps explain why Australians often appear calmer even during busy weeks. When spending time outside becomes normal, relaxing also becomes normal. It's a lifestyle that quietly shapes how people think and feel every single day. Before we continue, the next reason is one that surprises almost every American who experiences Australia for the first time. It isn't about beaches or wildlife. It's something Australians do almost every day without even realizing it, and once you notice it, you'll never look at Australian life the same way again. If you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more fascinating Australia versus America comparisons. Now let's continue with the reason that explains why Australians seem so easygoing wherever they go. Number 4. Australians don't constantly compare themselves to everyone else. In many parts of the world, people feel pressure to keep up with the latest trends, bigger houses, newer cars, or more expensive lifestyles. While that certainly exists in Australia too, many Australians place greater value on enjoying life than impressing strangers. You'll often see people dressed casually at cafes, walking barefoot near the beach, or spending weekends with friends instead of chasing status. Success isn't always measured by what someone owns. It's often measured by the quality of life they enjoy. Americans visiting Australia sometimes notice how relaxed people seem about appearances. That doesn't mean Australians lack ambition. They simply tend to balance work with family, hobbies, and personal time. This attitude removes a surprising amount of pressure from everyday life. When people stop trying to compete with everyone around them, life naturally feels more enjoyable. But the next reason may be even more surprising because it's something visitors experience almost immediately after arriving. Number 3. Australians know how to laugh at themselves. One thing many Americans quickly notice is the Australian sense of humor. Australians often joke about themselves, tease their friends, and avoid taking every situation too seriously. If someone makes a small mistake, there's usually laughter instead of embarrassment. Friends constantly joke with each other, and nobody assumes it's meant to be offensive. This playful attitude helps reduce tension during awkward situations. Instead of allowing small problems to become stressful, humor often becomes the solution. Visitors sometimes need time to understand this style of communication, but once they do, they often describe Australians as some of the easiest people to be around. Being able to laugh at yourself removes unnecessary pressure and creates stronger friendships. That's one reason so many travelers remember Australia as a place filled with friendly, approachable people. Now we're getting close to the biggest reasons of all, and the next one explains why Australians often seem calm even when life becomes difficult. Number 2. Australians value balance more than perfection. Many people believe they need to work harder every single day, always stay busy, and constantly chase the next achievement. Australians certainly work hard, but many also believe life should be enjoyed along the way. Weekends become time for family, beaches, sports, camping, or simply relaxing at home. Holidays are something people genuinely look forward to. Spending time outdoors isn't considered wasting time. It's considered living life. Americans who move to Australia often say this balance changes their perspective completely. They realize that slowing down doesn't mean giving up on success. It simply means making room for the people and experiences that matter most. That balance quietly shapes the relaxed attitude visitors notice across the country. And finally, we've reached the number 1 reason. This is the habit that ties everything together. Number 1. Australians truly believe in one simple phrase: no worries. Visitors hear these words everywhere. Someone apologizes for a small mistake. No worries. Someone asks for help. No worries. Plans change unexpectedly. No worries. To outsiders, it sounds like a casual expression, but it represents something much deeper. It reflects a mindset that says not every problem deserves stress. Australians understand that life will always include unexpected challenges. Flights get delayed, the weather changes, traffic happens, mistakes happen. Instead of allowing every inconvenience to ruin the day, they simply adjust and keep moving forward. That doesn't mean Australians ignore serious problems. It means they choose carefully which problems deserve their energy. This way of thinking creates a calmer atmosphere not only for themselves, but also for everyone around them. It's one of the first things visitors notice, and one of the hardest habits to forget after leaving Australia. Perhaps that's why so many Americans say Australia feels different from the moment they arrive. It's not just the beaches, the wildlife, or the scenery. It's the people. Their attitude, their patience, and their ability to enjoy life without worrying about every little detail. Maybe that's the real secret behind why Australians seem so easygoing. So what do you think? Which of these reasons surprised you the most? If you're Australian, which one describes everyday life best? And if you're American, which habit would be the hardest to get used to? Tell us in the comments because we'd love to hear your opinion. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because every week we explore fascinating differences between Australia, America, and cultures from around the world.